All right, it has been 5 weeks since I last went live, and this is supposed to be a weekly video log, a vlog. It's been crazy 5 weeks. We put our house on the market, personally, put our house on the market. We've working on closing on that house. There's been some added back and forth, negotiations that have added a little extra stress. And we're wrapping up Q1 right now with our distance learning, and there's just a lot going on. I'm trying to key in administratively on different committees, as well as just working with my STEM team on what's best for our kids. Like, we were just kind of plugging boom, 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 and we just realized, wow, the kids are getting overwhelmed. They're struggling to stay on top of things. Like, what does it mean to be a good educator? Do we just keep pushing forward and trying to push the kids that are able to handle it? Do we back up and try to support? It's been a lot of work, and I'm noticing, this is the big notice, I think, is just energy and positivity has waned incredibly. And for myself, I feel like I'm typically a really positive person. It has been hard. It has been really hard to stay up in the positive zone, if you will. Just so easy to kind of sit here and go, oh, this is too hard. Oh, this is so frustrating. Because it is. It's hard. It's frustrating. So just trying to think of things to stay engaged. One of the hard parts, I think that's played a factor in that, is just how much more time is being spent on school things. For example, for us personally, my wife, Elise, and I, we get up early. We do like schoolwork for me, working through George Fox stuff, and then hop on my school email, start looking at information there, maybe doing some grading in the morning. Family gets up, kids get up, we get our day rolling, breakfast, etc. Back on the computer by about 7:30 in the morning, and then it's all day, right? All day there. For me personally, right, working, helping out my youngest Piper, making sure the kids are on their iPads, which they've done a great job. We've been blessed with having two girls in school who are doing a really good job of owning their own learning, which has been great. I know families who don't have that set up, who have kids that need a little bit more hands-on, are really struggling, especially if they're teachers and they're trying to manage a class and manage kids. It's hard. It's legitimately hard. And then after lunch, it's kind of like bam, 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 bam after lunch. Then I'm over to the school teaching online, and then I'm back and engaging in family life. We've kids to Taekwondo, and then once kids are in bed after the old routine, typically it's back on the computer for a half hour to an hour as we're heading towards bed, and then repeat. And so just, it feels like a grind, a real grind, and that's not easy when there's no light at the end of the tunnel necessarily. And now we're gonna send our elementary kids back hybrid, which just adds more stress to my wife's life and schedule, as well as just the overall school district feel of like, can we do this? We're gonna do it, but our family's gonna get behind it. Our teacher's gonna get behind it. Is our union gonna get behind it? Boy, it is a crazy time. You'd think after 9 weeks we'd kind of have things in hand, and I feel like that we've just stirred the pot again. So, hey, 5 weeks later, update. Hopefully, if you're watching this, this provides a little bit of, enlightenment. Maybe if it's just like 3 years after the case, and you can chuckle and go, "Wow, what a time this was." Now we're back in brick and mortar, and maybe a new disease is hitting, and we're like, "Oh no, not again." But anyways, thanks for watching. Best of luck in whatever you're doing today. Take care.